Hey, I have a very special game for you today. Something that can be a little tricky, because this will be game to analyze. I didn't make a live comment when I was recording it. And this is the game when it seems like I'm getting carried, but actually this isn't the case if you look into details. And by details I mean communication inside of the team and all the stuff like getting objectives, map control, keeping track of your teammates' emotions and how to influence them. So this will be pretty good example to explain how I was ever able to reach high elo and how I hope to get it again. And let's see how it goes. So here we are in the game, and one thing you need to know is that we had very long time on loading screen. So this is perfect excuse to break the ice with your teammates. This is what I do as first thing. I started to joke about it, but they didn't get that, so I had to explain it. In hope that, you know, it will make some good team spirit between us. Will it work or not, you never know, but if you have an opportunity to do that, it's always worth it. And meanwhile we are getting invaded. Lucky enough I managed to dodge the Q from Morgana. I spotted the ward, so I immediately decided to ping it. Kha'Zix was late, so I'm pinging here and Kai'Sa to stay away from this place. So, things are not starting very well. Okay, we have another ward, so I spotted that and I'm repeating the informations for my team, just so they will know where are the places that, you know, they can be spotted in. They walk through places like that. I'm also pinging to Kai'Sa that I got my Oracle lens ready, so we can clear this ward. That's very important for me, because I have Zombie Ward Mastery, which gives me extra ward every time we kill one. So that kinda extends our vision here in Tribush. Plus also it buffs my stats a little. So, you know, I'm kinda continuing to be good teammate. Yeah, just some joking about my mastery, because, you know, Kai'Sa needs to know that clearing the wards is the very good play from me. Okay, let's pause it. So we've seen them going from this bush on the river, so they probably were starting on Kain's blue, on the red side. We can't be sure. Kain can always start alone, so he could start on the red, but, you know, we just, at least I think that Kai'Sa as well, we just assumed that you know, if they are invading, then they would probably stay with their jungler just to assist him. So we didn't pay attention to the map, and this was a mistake, which you will see now. Because now we are kinda using the fact that Ezreal and Morgana are completely separated. So we keep them split, so they can't work together, and we didn't notice Kain. We had wards in Tribush, but we didn't notice them. That's the, you know, typical Stevie Wonder play. So I'm immediately getting exhausted by Morgana. And now we're probably going to die, at least one of us. If I would flash earlier, then I would probably survive. But of course I flashed late, because, you know, it's just me. So I didn't only die, but I also wasted my both summoner spells. So things are pretty rough for now. But I'm coming back to my lane. Kai'Sa is pointing out that Kain went into our jungle again. So this is something that Kha'Zix probably will spot and know that something may be here. I didn't really expect him to do that, but he was trying to get our cracks. And now I've missed this shot. How I missed that, I don't know. This is something that only I can do. But anyway, we managed to kill him. And now we are chasing the others, but it doesn't really matter because we are not going to catch them. I just managed to at least hit Morgana with my Q. And now there's another Small mistake from me, because I should level up my W instead of E, just to be able to jump, and just, you know, the habit of getting your shield against Ezreal, because it's really helpful in that matchup. I watched that situation a few times, and honestly, it didn't really make any difference this time. But you know, in the end, we got their flashes, so that's absolutely okay. Also, Morgana followed the Kha'Zix and Kayn to the mid lane, but guys are completely fine there. So we are just trying to freeze the line and stay and farm safety. I didn't expect Morgana to come back, but she's definitely coming here. Looks like she used some fruits in the river to regenerate, so she can stay here for longer. And now we see Kayn again. There's another gang from him. But this time he's spotted by our wards, so not a big deal. We are just going to retreat, go back to our tower, and we are completely safe. So we'll just wait for some time, and then I will check this tribush with my oracle lens, hoping that I will spot some wards there. And for now, we're only farming. The problem is that if Morgana will catch somebody with her Q, then we may have very big problems, because we are both low, we have no summoner spells. I'm coming back to check this tribush. Yeah, I spotted the ward. And we know that we are kinda safe here. Is this what it looks like? I've spotted the ward here as well. I tried to ping to Kai'Sa to help me killing this ward, because, you know, that's always worth something. But at this time, Kayn ganked us again. And this is a very important thing, what is happening here. Because now you'll see that we were kinda lucky. But I'm going to pause it again. And we need to stop here to talk about some things. As you can see, game is not going very well. First, we are losing bot lane, because Kayn's presence is doing really great job. Even more, we got invaded early and our jungler got counter jungled. He lost his red. This also forced him to start on blue, where Mordekaiser was kinda late to help him. So we can assume that, you know, despite killing Tryndamere once, he may be a little behind with his experience. So it's not okay for us. Also because of Kayn's presence and what is their bot lane doing. We are completely out of control. We have no control over river. On the dragon area, Kayn has perfect opening to our jungler, at least the bottom side. And we have no openings to go into their jungle. So overall, pretty bad game for now. And now we are forced to go back, which we definitely didn't want to this early. And we were very lucky to even manage to do that without dying. But this isn't our biggest problem. Did you notice Kai'Sa's movement? Did you? She's giving me lots of red flags. Like, she seems to be toxic player, possibly. Like, you know, maybe she's not toxic, but there's something wrong with her. I don't really know what. You know, she may be kind of a person who's, you know, quitting early, like, you know, just giving up, or somebody who's blaming everybody else around. And I already see that, so this is something that I will need to address ASAP. There's no time to waste. As you will see right now, I'm already giving, you know, some positive signs, like, oh, showing my mastery just after, you know, saving our lives, and now I'm just typing good job, because this is what I have time for. But now I have this 30 seconds for, you know, trying to do something with her when we will go back to lane. And This is very, very important moment of this game. As you can see, I'm already starting to type even before she will say something, just to make sure that I won't be late. Because, you know, if she would say something like this is jungle difference, or, you know, it's already lost, she will be hard to stop. Or even, you know, somebody else in team can start to flame. This is something that we all players in League want to avoid at all costs, because it simply loses the game. So I'm starting to type, and what are the things that I can tell her? Not much. Like the most important events of this early game for us are these constant ganks from Kayn, and I have a feeling like, you know, she might be annoyed with that, because we have constant pressure on us and we can't really play our game. So I'm going to address that, and as you can see, just when I'm typing and I really struggle with my keyboard, so it's not going very quickly, I'm doing it just in time. Black magic. This is something you can definitely learn from me, because, you know, just experience. But honestly, how did I know? More on that later. I will tell you what kind of signs Kai'Sa was giving me about her attitude. Good thing is that she pointed out that, you know, he's only annoying. She didn't start to blame our jungler or something. So it's not as bad as I was afraid of. But still, this is something that I need to take care of. So I'm continuing to type, and I'm just saying that it's not going well, yeah, because, you know, I need to say something that is kind of a truth, but I also need to lie a little, just to make sure that she trusts me. I need to say exactly what she thinks. So as she's saying that Kayn is kind of a problem for us, I need to address exactly this. This is her fear, this is her biggest problem right now, and this is what I'm talking about. So at this moment, I'm saying that we are wasting Kayn's time, and these are very, very important words, and this is very well said. Because as you see, first, it's a lie. It's absolutely a lie. Kayn isn't wasting his time. He's doing a very good job, because as I said before, they have full map control, they have full control over Dragon. We can't really farm, we are under constant pressure, we can't leave our line safely. We can't interact with our teammates anywhere else on the map. Even our jungle is pretty open. So Kayn, despite not taking any kills here, well, except of obviously first blood on me, is doing really, really good job. But you know, if I will say that he's wasting time, Kai'Sa won't really have time to think about it, because she's busy. So if that's something that she was already thinking of, even if it's a lie, she will believe it, and that's very important. Because what I'm also saying here is that we are wasting Kayn's time. It's not him wasting time, it's something what we do. I'm pointing out that we are in control. We are the ones who are dictating the pace of the game, which again isn't true, but this is something we want. So I'm kinda trying to make sure that Kai'Sa feels safe, that she's self-confident, because I can see that she's a really good player, and I want her to be this, you know, unstoppable killing machine that she definitely can be. Will it work or not? We will see. But right now, Kai'Sa is going to respond to me, and as you can see right now, she swallows that. Whew. So we are together on the board. We can just go heads up forward to win this game. Meanwhile, Kha'Zix is trying to sneak Drake. You know, this is a very risky call. I wouldn't mind if he would check if they have vision here, because you know the problem is that they got map control. At least we can assume that they have some vision here. So this play from Kha'Zix is very risky. Like it can be something that will help us win the game, but there's very big risk of failure. Their jungler with their bot lane can just come here as first thing after they're back, and they will just catch Kha'Zix here and, you know, get the dragon, get a kill, and they can snowball from that. So I really don't like this call, yet I'm deciding to follow him, just to make sure that we'll do this as quickly as we can. And also I can support him with my vision. When I came here, my Oracle Lens was on cooldown, so I used that a little late, but you know, we were lucky enough that they didn't have vision here. So we took this Drake, and we are coming back to the game. Okay, so this is the time when we need to just stabilize and try to farm without taking any risks, just to get back, to make it even again. So I've placed ward on the river. We also killed their pink ward, so that's very important. And see, now you can see what Kai'Sa did. Kai'Sa decided to ward this area over river, and this is very important because against certain champions, Kayn is a very good example. This is actually a very important ward, because this is area that is hard to keep track on. It's really hard to control from the blue side, and this is the place where Kayn will probably try to gank us from. So this ward is really something that saves our lives. But you can also say a change in behavior from Kai'Sa, because she started to play as a team player. This is something that she wasn't doing before, but now she does, and I'm really glad to see that. That's definitely a very big improvement for us. So now we are just going to farm without taking any risks at all. We want to push. We want to push here. We have vision control. There's no Drake, so if Kayn will come here, then it will be the moment when he will waste time, because we are hard to gank at this stage, and there's not really much you can do if you take kill here, because even if you do, you aren't really in position to push. There's no dragon to take, so we definitely should push here, just to make it more likely for Kayn to gank us. Okay, I'm cleaning the ward, just to get some more control over our lane. And just to continue, as if opposite jungler will gank us now, that gives more space for rest of our teammates to make plays on their lines. So maybe they will carry us instead of us carrying. When Morgana warded it, I immediately pointed out for Kai'Sa that there's a ward. This is very important information for AD carry, because in most of the exchanges on the bot lane, having control on the bush can be a difference between getting hit or not, because you can't auto attack enemy that you can't see. So I even used my pink ward to make sure that we have control over this bush. I could afford that because of the zombie ward mastery, which gave us extra ward on the river, as you can see here, yeah, like in this area. So we still have full ward coverage, but now we also control some of the bushes in our lane. I also pointed out to Kai'Sa that I'm kinda far behind when it comes to farming my sidestone. So I'm depending on her when it comes to warding, because I can't really gain map control by myself at this point. and also I want her to know that this is something I want to focus on. Also, I'm pinging her that this is this is good moment for recall because I'm low on health, low on mana, and I don't really want to stay here. She wants to. She's not really giving me any signs why. I kinda can guess that she wants to get some items. And just a moment ago, as you could see, I've seen Morgana coming back from the river. This is a sign that she was probably warding there. So I just pinged to my teammates that they probably have vision here, just so Kha'Zix will know, in case if he would like to gank us, that there's no point to go there. Thanks to that, he kind of knows that it may be better to focus in other areas, like on top lane or mid lane, which I hope that he will do. And now there's a difference. I pinged to Kai'Sa that I'm low on mana, but I'm already only 94 gold to get my Sightstone. So despite my pinging to go back before, I definitely want to stay here until I will farm it. Hoping that but if she already had the gold she wanted, will kinda be able to stay here for long enough so I will get what I want as well. At this stage it's only 50 gold for me. Okay, I'm making sure that we have vision here. I've spotted Kayn going to our jungle again, but Kha'Zix was here and there was quick reaction from bot lane thanks to my pings. I'm pinging this Sightstone again, and I also pinged on the cannon minion, because that will be absolutely enough for me. So I wanted her to know that this is what I want, and after that I'm ready to go back. And again I gave her information that I'm ready for recall. I've placed the ward just because I could. There was no cost from that. And now Kayn ganked us, and I died. Just a little overstay. Luckily Kha'Zix was close, so he had the kill, and Akshan was going closer to us, so he could gank us also. And we took another kill on Ezreal. So now we are completely fine. I'm not sure what I should build right now, so I decided to go for standard builds with Locket. Just keeping team spirit up. Kai'Sa seems to be a nice player. It's always nice from your AD carry when they apologize, but apologizing doesn't really make a difference, because she made a mistake, she made me that. Like, I could be completely fine if she wouldn't stay for no reason at all. But she did, and these are kinda empty words. So what I'm saying right now is, I can't tell her that it's fine, because if I say that it's fine, then she'll do that again. I don't want her to do that again. So I just say that it's just something what supports do. Kha'Zix sneaked another dragon here. I was next to him, so that was pretty safe. And as we were close together, that was a good moment to try to roam into the mid lane, especially that Kai'Sa was still in her base. Okay, I've seen Orianna warding river here when she was retreating. I didn't have any control wards on the map, so I've placed control ward in this bush that kind of gives you control over Herald area, but also close enough to ward that she placed to be able to kill it. I didn't really have to do this. Actually, there's no real big benefits from that, because ward that is seen but control ward doesn't work anyway. so they don't have vision here. The thing is that I still have this zombie ward mastery, so I kinda can't extend our vision by killing it, plus boost my stats a little. And you know, the main question about it is, can I do it safely? I definitely can. There's probably somebody else with her, because she wouldn't stay here if she would be alone. But Kha'Zix is next to me, Akshan is still close, so I get some backup. If somebody will try to kill me, like, you know, Tryndamere or Kayn will just go with Orianna on me, then they will probably follow me to our jungle, which can lead to disaster for them. And as you see, this is exactly what happened. Because there's a Kayn, there was a Kayn, there was a Tryndamere, and they are chasing me. Tryndamere wasted flash. He killed me, yeah, but you know, in the end, Kayn was also killed. Problem is that they got Herald. I didn't really expect them to take it at this stage. That was another sneak from Kayn. But you know, we are absolutely fine with that. Very important thing was this ping on my way to the bot lane when I was dead. As you can see, first I pinged to my teammates that I'm still dead, but I will respawn in 2 seconds, and just after that I pinged on a map near Kai'Sa just to show her that I'm still with her. Because many AD carries don't like when they are left alone by their support, especially on low elo. This is kind of a problem because, you know, as a support you want to roam sometimes, but roaming can quickly lose you a game if your ADC will just, you know, die and blame you for that. So I just wanted to make sure that she knows that I'm still thinking of her. It's kind of a thing like, you know, I'm with her. I'm not, but I want you to think that I'm with you. And just to make sure that she's safe. Because if she is, then she can do her best, and that's what I want from her. At least as long as we are playing together. After that, I don't really care. So I've cleared the ward, I've placed the ward for Kayn's ganks, I've cleared another ward in Tribush, and after that Morgana replied to my vision play. We've seen Orianna coming, but thanks to our vision she had to go back because she knew that we have it. Now Morgana made a misplay, so we killed her. I didn't really have to take that kill. That was a little mistake from me. Again, as you see, I could just ward it, but I preferred to use control ward just to make sure that I will clear their vision as well, because my control ward at this point was kinda useless, as it was in Tribush where I also killed their ward, which with zombie ward mastery gave me another little area of vision. This mastery is really powerful if you use it correctly. So now we are in good position to push. We are a little ahead in this game. Kayn is trying to do something here, but we are pretty strong. Morgana is dead. Kai'Sa even managed to kill Kayn. I survived somehow. So yeah, things are going well. I would like to go back here. There's no need to risk, like Ezreal can have his ultimate soon, so I didn't want to stay, but Kai'Sa managed to 1v1 him. She's getting pretty strong, and that's really nice. Okay, I'm going to make a cut here, and I will be back in a second. Okay, we are back. As you can see, Kai'Sa just survived attempt to kill her from Morgana. But I don't know if you noticed that before, but there was a time when I pinged to her that Morgana got her stopwatch ready, just so she will be prepared for that. It seems like she was. So that was a very good play because Morgana wasted her stopwatch, and you know, just to keep Kai'Sa's self-confidence, I'm showing her that it was very, very important for us. Even if it wasn't, because it's a really small thing. It's always nice to boost your AD carries. Okay, so they used Herald to take the tower. And as you can see, it seems like we are ahead. So it's 12 kills to 4. Now I'm doing something really stupid because I wasted flash just to get an assist. Terrible play from me, because this is something that you do only for stats, completely not worth it. But as I said, it seems like we are really ahead, because we have 14 kills, they get only 4. Plus we get some dragons, but actually it's 1-1 in turrets. Their kills were also first blood and shutdowns. So at this stage we have only about 2k advantage. And I'll come back to that later, because now, as you can see, when I spotted Kayn, I immediately went to the flower to make sure that we will see where he's going, so Kai'Sa will be completely safe. And as always with flowers that are giving you vision, it's very important to use correct angle. So I went a little higher to hit from the angle that would lead me to see potential wards here. There was nothing, so that's unfortunate, but you know, I've managed to defend my ward because this is my river and I don't want Kayn to be here. Kai'Sa is still safe, we can push. Mordekaiser is pushing top lane, Akshan is trying to do something on mid lane. Meanwhile, Dragon is back again. So we may be able to do it, but it's not right moment for this. First we need to push this turret, because it's easy to take, and taking bot lane's turret is giving you a lot of map control in the bottom side of the map. So that will make it much easier for us to kill Dragon. Unfortunately I don't have any wards to use, except my pink ward. Kayn tried to gank us, but I was still close enough to make sure that Kai'Sa will survive, so his gank failed. And now we are heading to Dragon, because Kayn was damaged enough to give us enough confidence to do that, because he kind of can't try to steal. Like, he could, but this would be suicide. And as I placed my control ward on top of the dragon, we knew that they can't see it. So that was pretty easy objective for us. So now we are going to have bigger lead. But how big is our lead now? It's 10 kills, some towers, but I actually watched that on a replay. We are 2k gold ahead. Is it much, or isn't it? Well, if you think about it, that's quite a lot. For 2k you can, you know, buy, I don't know, BF plus boots and something. But honestly, if you divide 2k by 5 people, that's actually 400 gold per person. So, you know, it's not always as easy to calculate as I'm doing right now, but because you have power spikes, sometimes you buy better items, sometimes you can't really use the cash that you have. But in general, 2k means that somebody could get Ruby Crystal, which is 150 HP, so if you are ahead by 10 kills like we are now, the disadvantage is gone when you are getting 1 Q from Ezreal before teamfight, or if you are team fighting in their minion ways, there's no advantage for you. And also, good late game play, like, you know, getting somebody caught and then possibly acing them plus Baron and 2 or 3 towers. From that can give you 6, 7, 8,000 even. So the game can pretty quickly flip. I never think of, you know, advantages less than 10k. I never think that less than 10k of advantage is something that can win you a game. It's always helpful to be ahead, but you know, it's nothing really important. But now we have really game-changing moment. I'm pinging to Kha'Zix that Rift Herald just went up, because we can take it. I'm making sure that they have no vision here, so we can take it and extend our lead. And yeah, we are pretty confident. I'm not warding here, because I know that there won't be any attempts to steal. As you can see, there's Ezreal on the bot lane, and this is the game. The moment Ezreal showed up on the bot lane was a game. Kha'Zix left the egg for me, which is something that I didn't expect him to do. But actually it was very smart decision from him. Because as you can see, I've already planned to push with this Herald. If I wouldn't, then I would ward it to make sure that that they won't try to steal it. But I didn't waste my wards for that, just in case I will need them for siege or for push. Because right now, as Ezreal is on the bot lane, and we have minion wave coming, I'm using Herald immediately, and this is an inhibitor for us. This is the moment when we are taking full map control, because they weren't in position to defend it. They somehow tried, but it didn't end up well for them, because Kayn died, Morgana died, Tryndamere couldn't do anything, and he chose the wrong path to go back, so he died as well. So we took one turret, second turret, few kills for us, because Mordekaiser killed Orianna as well. And now we are getting Inhibitor in 20 minutes. So now we extended our lead to like 6 or 7k, which is something that makes us stronger in teamfights. But I'm pinging my teammates to go back, because we have nothing to get here. At this point, all we need to do to win the game is to just keep map control, get all the possible smallest objectives, easiest to take without taking any risks. And this is what I will try to suggest them until the end of the game. Tryndamere is pushing top, and we'll probably have to defend it. But at the same time, my teammates are trying to siege bottom, and this isn't a very good idea. So I'm pinging just, you know, somebody to defend the turret. Will they do it or not? I don't know. I hope so. Mordekaiser will be respawned shortly, so that's something for us. Kha'Zix is already chasing for kills, and this is something that I want to stop, because see, this is something that can lose us a game. At this stage, we are ahead. We have full map control, but anytime, let's say like in next 10 minutes, if Kha'Zix will die alone, just because he will get caught by 5 people. Even like he's the most fed member of our team, so we'll lose a lot of firepower. He's also our jungler, so we won't have smite. So that can lead this game to the point when they will be able to take Baron from us, which can pretty easily swing the game. Okay, now attempt to push. I don't know if we'll take this turret or not, but you know, even getting some damage on it is always nice. Okay, we've managed to kill us. I also wasted my ultimate, because why not? So if I'm weak player, then I'm not going to pretend that I'm not. My mechanics are bad and rubbish, and I just need to live with that. Live with this. There's a vision here for them, so I'm pinging to Akshan. He needs to take care of it if he wants to recall. Just, you know, to make sure that he will know that he's not safe. Nothing really important. There's a minute to dragon. So I've already made a vision for dragon. As you could see, all the roads that are from there, all the ways to go from their jungle to to dragon pit are covered by my wards. And just as I said that it's very important for us to take these small advantages, easiest possible objectives to take, to not take any risks. This is something that I'm also telling my team about. Just first to remind them that there will be Drake soon, and we definitely want to take it. But also I want to set their minds on these small objectives, because, you know, if they would start to chase kills like Kha'Zix did, Action was kind of pushing turrets with me, but, you know, this wasn't like the easiest objectives to take. So I want to point out that this is what we should focus on, and I hope that this is something that they will use, because, you know, this is what pro teams are doing, and it doesn't matter if you are in bronze or silver or iron, everybody can do it as well. So, team reminded of dragon, we're absolutely ready to take it. The only mistake I did here was that I didn't tell my teammates to try to push somewhere. I kinda assumed that, you know, we can take a dragon and that's it. But the best play at this stage would be just to leave Kai'Sa alone on this dragon, because she can take it down pretty quickly, and everybody else could push in this time. But, you know, doing it together is kind of safer play. It's wasting time, of course. Especially that Action came to us. I should have been him to go back to do something useful, actually. But we are fine. See, I don't want to bring any negative emotions at this stage, because things are going well. I didn't manage to get assist here, even if I really wanted, because my stats are bad. So, and this is kind of this point of the game when you feel that you already won. And now Kha'Zix did what I was afraid of. Good thing is that Kayn was dead at this point, so they can't use it. And now after the Drake we are taking one turret. Mordekaiser is pushing on top, so we are taking more turrets. We're going to take turret here. We have vision on the left side of the turret that I prepared for this siege. So turret is taken, inhibitor should be taken as well. They are trying to defend it. We didn't play this teamfight very well. But, you know, we didn't take this inhibitor only because all of them grouped here. So that was buying time for Mordekaiser to get turret on the top lane. So all the inhibs are open now. So if we only will be able to keep them down, there's nothing they can do. There's absolutely nothing they can do to win the game. Even if they would somehow steal the Baron by Ezreal's ult or something, that's really not going to help them. Because now Mordekaiser took the top lane inhibitor just in a moment when their mid lane inhibitor was coming back. So we are still keeping them fighting with minions. I made a mistake here. I should have go further for this recall. And, you know, that's 1-for-1. 1-for-1 trades when we are more fed are okay. These are trades that are okay from the short-term perspective, because in 4v it's better to play 4v4 than 5v5 if you are ahead. But on the other hand, it's giving them more gold than we took, so they are kinda coming back when it comes to how fast they are. But at the same time, we have full map control. I'm pinging that, you know, I'm pinging that there's a Baron, so Kha'Zix is trying to solo it for some reason. So I'm stopping him, but I decided to... That's actually a very important thing. Did you notice that? I don't want to rewind it. So if you didn't see that, then just go back a few seconds, and then you will see that I started to type to Ka that, you know, you shouldn't do it. But then I decided to cancel this message, because there's no reason to spread any negative feelings and any negative emotions when we are so far ahead. So I'm just coming to him, making sure that he's, you know, he's safe. We're going to get this Baron, and after that we should be able to finish the game. Another thing that I did when I was pinging for Nashor was that I think that Elder Dragon will be up in 3 minutes. It wasn't to actually show that we should get this Elder. It was more to show that the Baron is the only objective on the map that we can take right now. And it worked, yeah, I definitely managed to convince my team to get it. And now whatever we do, it'll be absolutely fine. We can go together, we can split it. This game is practically won. There's not much that can happen to lose us this game. Even if they would take Elder, that's something that shouldn't be a big problem. Because we will still have map control, we can take another Baron, we have both parts of the jungle for us, so we can farm more. I'm placing some wards in their base just to make sure that we'll have full vision of their movements in case of any fights. Even without these wards we would have it just because of minions, but it's always nice to get some more, even just in case if minions will be dead. Just as you can see right now, this ward is giving us some extra vision. So now we are trying to finish the game. We should be able to do it, but we won't. Little spoiler: we're not going to do it, as Orianna will play very good ultimate, so they will stop us for a moment. Morde is pinging out that we have Elder coming, but it's a minute, so if there was a moment to die, it was now. Dying right now doesn't really make any difference, because they still have to stay in their base, and they have their Nexus open, and we can just, you know, wait a few seconds, do nothing, just respawn, get to Elder, and after that we can finish the game. And obviously this is something what we will do. Okay, there's not much to talk about tactics right now, because this game is basically over. So as I promised, I will tell you what I saw in Kai'Sa's movement. How did I see that there is something that points out that, you know, she may be toxic or something? First of all, the way she was moving, like between her attacks. If you will go back, you will clearly see that she's a very good player. Like, her mechanics are really top. That's a very good level of play, and you can see that with some players, you know, just in the first minutes of the game. And you know, it's always good to have good player in your team, but you need to be aware of the fact that if you are on certain elo and somebody is much better than you in some, you know, kind of skill, then he's probably much worse in other skills. So, simple thing, what is she doing in gold if she has mechanics of higher level player? There must be other problems with her. It doesn't mean that she's toxic, but you know, this is kind of a warning. Other thing was that I will pause it for a moment. Alright. So other thing about Kai'Sa was that she was reading the chat. She was reacting to my messages, my things, my communicates, but she wasn't really giving any of herself. So it seems it was looking like she's really kind of a player that you know, that she's really focused on herself and doesn't really care about others. Also, she wasn't pinging that much. There are like two ways of pinging that are giving you this warning about player. One is that if player is not communicating with you at all, like Kaisa, like she pinged maybe twice in early game. That's a very bad sign. And also if somebody is pinging a lot, especially in negative way, like, you know, to be careful, to retreat. This is also something that you should always notice in behavior of your teammates. And another thing was that she wasn't really helping with farming. As you know, you want your support to get always the best minions when it comes to farming his sidestone. She was making it actually harder for me. So all of that combined together with Kain's behavior and how he was focusing on us led me to this thought that I have to work on her, yeah, to make sure that she will be a good teammate, and she definitely was. She stayed calm, and that's why I'm honoring her after this game. But she really deserved that. I've seen her problems, and she managed to carry us. And as you can see on the ending screen, my teammates knew who was the MVP in this game. But as I said at the beginning of this video, this isn't something that you could see on the surface. Let me know in the comments down below if you saw things like, you know, Kaisa's behaviors or any mistakes maybe in my play, because, you know, I did many of them. And I'm not talking about mechanics, like many calls could be done in a better way. But for now, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you soon. Hey,